Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet Stream Tarot. So today we're going to be doing the love predictions reading for March 2021. I've already done the general predictions reading for March as well because I always film two separate videos for monthly predictions. So if you haven't seen the March general predictions reading, then definitely go and check that out. That is in the description box. That will be linked in there, as well with all the other things that I always link in the description box, including the names of all of the decks that I use. In every video, you'll always find those at the bottom of the description box. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's donated to the channel, to all of my subscribers, thank you so much, and to all of my patrons, of course, including Alex, Kat, Kelly, and Chris. Thank you so much for all of your support. It means so much to me, and you guys are just so lovely and so generous and just so kind to me as well, which I have no words really. I feel like every time I make a video I'm just rambling about how much I feel supported by you guys and how generous you all are. So I just want to, send that thankful energy out to you again today. So let's take a look at the piles. This is going to be a layered reading, which I always do for the monthly love predictions. So we'll be choosing a pile today, and we'll also be choosing a gnome. So the gnomes will give you some extra channeled messages, and it just makes it more of a personal reading for you. So let's look at the piles first. I've put these little zodiac cosmological cards on the piles. So group 1 has Cetus, the whale, and that will be using the Fairy Tarot. So that's group 1. Think about what is coming towards you in love. Ask yourself, what can I expect from love in March? Group 2 is Ursa Major, the big bear, and we'll be using Tarot of the Magical Forest with group 2. And group 3 is Lupus, the rabbit, and we'll be using the Happy Tarot with group 3. So whichever pile or piles you feel most intuitively drawn to, not just the picture that you find the cutest or the colour that you like the best, that will give you the more accurate reading, the one that you feel you can't stop looking at or that you get tingly when you look at it. And then when you've chosen your pile, you also need to choose a gnome to get your extra messages. So Gnome A is Gismund. Gnome B is Gunvald. Gnome C is Geir. The other two have like fluffy hats. His is like knitted hat. And Gnome D is Gjord. And it's fine if you feel drawn to more than one gnome or more than one pile. This is just a general reading, so if anything doesn't resonate, you can just let it go. With love, only take the messages that resonate in any YouTube or general or pick a card reading, because they're not private readings, so there may be things there that don't resonate with your situation or that you feel aren't the message for you, and that's completely fine, because these messages need to get out to a lot of people. So when you're ready, pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to get started with the piles, so I'll be doing pile number 1 first. Hi there group 1, welcome to your reading if you chose the Cetus constellation card, the whale, and Fairy Tarot. This is going to be the main part of your reading, and then whichever gnome or gnomes you chose is also going to give you some extra messages after we've done this main reading. So let's see what's coming up for you for love in March. And don't forget, we've got charms and dice to put on here as well. So my monthly love readings are always very in-depth. So group 1, love life in March. I just felt like there was some more cards that need to come out. I know I normally stop once I get 3 or 4 tarot cards because I use the majority of oracle cards on this channel, but I just felt like there was more that needed to come. So we've got the King of Leaves there, or the King of Swords, followed by the Queen of Bells, Queen of Pentacles. So that does suggest that there is already someone you have in mind, or there is someone you've been talking to. We've got 8 of Hearts, or 8 of Cups. 7 of Acorns, 7 of Wands, lots of different energies here. You've got every suit so far apart from Major Arcana. Then 7 of Bells, or 7 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, and 10 of Swords. Interesting. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are signs that I'm seeing popping out here. So like I said, it feels like there's someone on your radar currently, or potentially someone that you've recently kind of stopped talking to or been ghosted by or had a breakup with. And the reason why I say that is because with the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, I kind of get this feeling of you fighting for a connection or trying really hard to make things work with someone, or feeling like this relationship is really stressful, or it takes a lot of effort and energy, and it shouldn't feel that way, because 8 of Hearts is also about being overwhelmed emotionally, feeling like something should be more meaningful than it is, or should be easier than it is. I just get this sense of you guys fighting against the current here. So maybe there is someone you have been in a relationship with for a long time, or someone that you've maybe wanted to be with for a while, because the 7 of Pentacles energy kind of gives me the feeling of waiting, like this has taken a while to unfold, or like you've really given it your best shot here, you've given it time with this person. It feels as though things just haven't been working out, or this person has been putting obstacles in the way of this relationship, because of course the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, they don't belong to each other's suit, you know, it's not the Queen and King of Pentacles or the King and Queen of Swords. So there are some differences here between you and this person. So I feel like there is these difficulties in the relationship, or you've recently broken up with someone, or it's like a crush that you have that you've just been unable to really get close to, or unable to be with, maybe because of external circumstances, or just because they're not ready yet, or they're not even recognizing that you like them, and you're trying so hard to get their attention, or trying to show them that you care about them, and it's like it shouldn't be this difficult, and that's what it feels like in your head. So we've also got this Knight of Swords figure as well, so I feel like this is potentially a separate person. Normally I might say that it's the same person, given that you've also got King of Swords, but this feels like someone different. So I'm curious to see what our oracle cards will tell us, because it feels like you've been, you know, trying really hard here, Group 1, or really putting all of your energy or effort into one person or a particular relationship, and just not getting back what you deserved from that. So let's start out with a romance angel. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, so potentially then this is a crush, you know, someone that you've not told that you like. So this is saying tell someone you like them, or if you are in a relationship, just show them that you care. Maybe the spark has gone out a little bit if you've both been rowing, or you've been living together, getting on top of each other because you haven't been able to get out and about. And this is just saying show this person that you care about them, even if you're too scared to tell them in words. And release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So yes, some of you definitely having recently had a breakup, or still kind of getting over a past relationship or a past crush even. Very aware that sometimes it's not a relationship that has been official, but just someone that you've really had these strong feelings for, and that relationship never materialized in an official sense. So it's time to let go of someone from the past as well. Clear your energy. Okay, then you've got new love. That's beautiful. Number 26. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So I do think this Knight of Swords character is a new person. Someone who's maybe less experienced than the King of Swords, actually, because the King of Swords, it feels like they're either already in a committed relationship with someone else, or with their work, you know, that they put something above this connection they have with you, whether it's just their freedom, their privacy, another relationship, their work life, whatever it is, it feels like they're more committed to something else. Whereas Knight of Swords is potentially less experienced in relationships, or just more free than the King of Swords is. That's just this feeling I'm getting from these two energies. And you have love who you are, number 8. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Okay, and that's a nice message as well. If you feel like you've been putting out a lot of energy and not being noticed by someone, or not getting back the energy that you deserve from putting out your own energy and time and effort into someone, it's like saying don't let this change the way you look at yourself, or don't let this stop you from from being in love with yourself and loving the wonderful person that you are. So that's a nice message. Don't let this affect your self-esteem, basically, or the way you view yourself. We also have assimilate life experience, number 2. So learn from past experiences or learn from past mistakes when it comes to love and relationships. Maybe you wish you'd told someone sooner that you liked them, so that even if they didn't feel the same way, you at least had the situation over and done with earlier, rather than waiting around and just getting deeper and deeper feelings for someone. I feel like that's the message for some of you. For others, it's more about being aware of certain relationship dynamics before they're able to form. And create boundaries, number 7. So I just felt like I wanted another card from this deck. So create boundaries. Interesting. So maybe you do let people take too much of you without them giving anything back, or maybe you do reveal too much about yourself early on and you kind of are this open person who wears their heart on their sleeve, and this is saying time to create some more boundaries, whether that's around oversharing with people, whether it's to stop yourself getting too attached too quickly or too invested in a person too quickly, or whether it's just about saying keep an air of mystery. You know, don't let people know too much about you straight away. Let them be intrigued. So we have the Snow Queen, loyalty, number 36. So looking for someone who is loyal. And I also get the feeling, group 1, that you're a very loyal person. You know, I kind of feel like once you start talking to someone, or once you have your sights set on someone, or have caught feelings for a particular person, you stop being interested in anyone else, or you stop seeking out other people. You know how some people, they talk to lots of people, or they're on a dating app and they have lots of dates at the same time. It feels like once you've made up your mind about someone, you stop talking to other people because it feels disloyal. So you've got this strong energy of loyalty here. Okay, then we have positive future. So that's a beautiful card. Positive things to look forward to coming in as you clear and release this energy from the past that you've been holding on to. And trust. So trust the universe to provide. Trust yourself as well, if we go back to that love who you are card. And also trust in this positive future. Trust that there are these good things coming in for you. That's really nice. We've got a lot of kind of blues and lilacs and greens in this reading, so maybe that's a special colour for you, or colours that you like to wear, or that you might want to wear in order to increase sense of calm, increase your personal power. I just seem to be noticing the colours in my readings a lot more, and feel like I should point it out in case it's important to anyone. So now I'm going to get a message from the masculine and a message from the feminine. You do not have to take this as biological sex. So when I do messages from masculine and feminine, I'm talking about energies here. So if you're in a same-sex couple, or if you personally see yourself as being, for example, biologically female, but you feel you have a very strong masculine energy, like someone who's very assertive, very confident, very decisive, etc., then just take it how it resonates for you. Just kind of ask yourself, okay, this is my biological sex, but what is my energy? What does my energy most resonate with? Do I feel like I've got more of a masculine energy or more of like a feminine energy? Yin yang. However you want to interpret it. So message from the masculine first. Okay, Shiva, destroyer. Okay, so the masculine is letting go of what they no longer need. They are destroying past connections, like old ties that are keeping them bound to previous memories, previous existences. So the masculine very much getting rid of what they no longer need and making this space for something new. You know, it's like they're clearing out the old and getting ready for this new, better, just more enjoyable energy. You know, they're very aware of what is holding them back, or what is kind of draining them, pulling them back to past memories or past relationships or people that just, you know, don't need to be in their life anymore. They're very aware of that. So message from the feminine. Isis. Wow. Beautiful Isis. So Isis strength. So the feminine is getting into her feminine power here. She is strong. She is overcoming past disappointments. She is trusting herself more. She's becoming more confident. And also, of course, feminine strength is about attraction and receptivity. So this is not about going out and chasing down what you want and forcing it to come towards you. It's about opening up to that energy, seeing what you want, and just letting it come in. Just letting whatever you want manifest in your life. So lovely messages there. Really like positive taking action is what I'm feeling from both sides. Then we have Angel of Strength, number 50. So definitely developing this greater strength, greater courage I'm feeling. Because I feel like both of these people, masculine, feminine, have experienced difficult relationships, or they've had a difficult breakup, or they've had a messy relationship breakdown. And I'm just feeling as though they're both coming out the other side stronger, and that March, especially the beginning of March, I feel, is this turning point where they're both thinking, look, what do I no longer need? Where do I need to be putting my focus now? So that's what I'm seeing, is this great strength and placing these boundaries and learning from past experience while trusting in the future. Angel of Balance in the reverse, number 48. So you've got these two angels coming out here, and one is in the reverse. So this is saying, be aware that you need more balance in your life. Interesting as well that you've got the pyramids in the background when Isis has popped out as your goddess in this reading. But I just feel like it's saying pulling away from extremes, whether it's extremes of behavior, extremes of emotion. You know, that Eight of Cups energy that we got from the tarot cards is very overwhelming. It's very intense. It's very draining. It's something that kind of consumes your waking hours. It keeps you awake at night as well. So it's about coming back into a more healthy, balanced, medium point. So that's part of your focus for March, Group 1. Then we have intention, number 22. So setting this intention, deciding what you're looking for and what you want and what you expect as well from the coming month. And also I feel being aware of what you won't accept or what you won't settle for. When we go into love or dating or anything with clear intentions, it helps us to kind of sift out those people that we don't need, or the people that are time wasters or aren't compatible with our long-term desires or what we're looking for. You know, if you want something committed and someone else doesn't, it can be quite easy to figure that out straight away and then just try and pull back before you get attached to that person. So clear intentions in March, Group 1, and also home, 27. So get a couple of messages from this. Firstly, I feel like feeling at home, feeling comfortable, feeling safe, feeling secure. There's a little owl there as well, and there's also one on that card, so maybe that's about being wise, being discerning. But also home, I imagine many of you will be staying at home, so maybe this is saying that you are meeting someone while you're in your home, like meeting them online, or possibly actually connecting with people who you already know, people who are friends, and maybe that turns into something deeper. Friends or acquaintances, people you already feel comfortable with, for some of you. So I'm going to get you an archetype card now, Group 1, to see what kind of people are coming your way in March in love. Wow, okay, so we've got Guide. And this has an owl on the front as well, so Guide. Maybe an owl is a symbol for you. If you see an owl in March, you know that you're on the right path. Light attribute there represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So you don't need to take both attributes if they don't make sense to you or you don't resonate with them. But this is the nature of someone who's coming your way in March. And we've also got another archetype card. So for some of you, this will be two separate people. For others, it will be one person who has some attributes from both cards. So it's Fool. Light attributes are fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy, and shadow attributes, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. So Guide and Fool are the two archetypes coming towards you in love in March, group 1. Ooh, then you've got Sexualität, number 37, sexuality. So increased intimacy, increased physicality in March. But I feel as well, it's not just about the connection with another person. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin and in your own body. Because ultimately that's what sexuality boils down to, isn't it? It's about feeling comfortable being who we are, whether that's around another person or not. It's a lot about confidence and acceptance. And then you have number 40, Fülle, abundance. Really beautiful card. Then we have Spрашивай себя, ask yourself. Okay, so this I feel is connected to the intention and also to create boundaries and assimilate life experience. So you're being asked to really think in depth about what you want and what you've experienced and what you've learned from that, what you're looking for in love. Be really clear with yourself. Have these kind of criteria that you won't budge on. And then maybe also some criteria that you would like but are not kind of non-negotiable, you know. So maybe you want someone who is definitely financially independent, maybe a similar age to you. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something else. Maybe you won't compromise on anyone who's not got blonde hair, for example. Maybe you definitely know that you're only attracted to people with blonde hair, but then something else might be more of a compromise. Like, you know, you would like them to be interested in film because that's your big passion, but it doesn't matter if they're not, you know. It's just like a preference rather than a deal breaker. So try and figure out what your deal breakers are, positive and negative, and what your preferences are as well, because then you can figure out, you know, what am I looking for? Does this person tick all my boxes or not? And don't settle for anyone who does not fulfill your deal breaker criteria. And this is 12 of crosses as well, if that means anything to you. And I'm just going to pull you a couple more cards and then we'll do your charms and dice. So I'll get one of these little cards next. Fragipani, you are truly beautiful on the inside and the outside. So there we go. All about accepting yourself and feeling comfortable being who you are. So that makes a lot of sense. Let's get one of these as well. Of life. Dávej svou lásku sobě I druhým. Give your love to yourself and others. So yes, continuing this theme. Doesn't matter whether you're in the presence of someone else or whether you're just by yourself. Remember to be loving and accepting of yourself at all times. Love who you are. Love your body. Don't feel like there's anything wrong with you or like you have to justify yourself or prove yourself to anyone. So I'm just going to get you some messages from your person now, group 1, because these are my homemade messages from your person oracle cards, and then we'll do your charms. So, oh, we've got quite a few of these. So group 1, you've got You're Gorgeous. It's beautiful. You've also got I'm Afraid of Rejection. Okay, I Want to Marry You. I Feel at Home with You. Okay, that makes massive sense. You know, we've got that home card, so wow. I Feel Protective of You. I Keep Dwelling on the Past. And You're Out of My League. So those are your messages from your person. So the dwelling on the past thing is interesting as well. Maybe that's connected to someone from your previous relationship, because I do get this sense strongly that for you there is a new person and there's an old person as well. So just kind of figure out what makes sense to you, whether it's from just the one person or whether it's from two. And I'm going to get your charms on top. So if you don't like the sound of the charms, definitely consider turning down your volume, because I know that not everyone likes it. And especially if you have high volume on your device, you might just want to consider turning them down while I shuffle the charms. So group 1, Love Life in March. Wow, okay, so we've got a couple of things here. So we've got the letter W. That could be someone's name or surname, could be a word that comes to you. We've also got the love and relationships ball, which is nice. You're being guided by a higher power at this time, group 1. We've also got the Cancer sign, so that's another zodiac sign, and you've got Pluto as well. So Pluto is interesting given what we've got in the reading. This could mean that you need to pay extra attention to your Pluto sign in March and maybe see where Pluto is and what influence that will have on you. But also Pluto is this time of kind of death and rebirth. It's a time of transformation. Pluto is really connected to these dark truths and these transformative things whenever we look into astrology. And it feels like you've gone through this kind of ordeal recently. So that really resonates with Pluto's energy. So it's interesting that that is the planet that's popped out there. We've got springtime popping out as an important time. Obviously March in the Northern Hemisphere is when spring kind of begins. So I feel like that's saying that as spring begins and as the flowers open up and, you know, Earth kind of comes back to life, so will you. You will have this rebirth, you will have this transformation from this death-like period, this winter period where you felt like you haven't had these opportunities, or that things have been taken from you, or, you know, things have just been dry or difficult, or you've been experiencing hardship, whether that's emotional or physical. Spring kind of brings about this change for you, which is really lovely. You've also got someone who is loyal to you. Really like that, especially because you've got the loyalty card as well. So there is someone loyal coming your way. They may be born in the year of the dog, because we've got that symbol. And also Hermes or Mercury is working with you at this time. He's the Greek and Roman messenger god. So you've got a couple of deities popping out to help you or protect you in March, which is really nice. So I'm also going to do your dice now. Let's see which set of dice we're going to roll first of all. Number 3. Okay. So those are the mystery dice, and they look like this. How many of these dice for group 1? 6. Okay, so you've got 3 and 6. Okay. So group 1. The Snow Queen loyalty is also number 36 as well. I was just thinking, like, 3 and 6, where have I seen that? Yeah, just thought I'd point that out. 36 might be a special number for you. So, interesting. You've got the love heart, which is so, so sweet in this love reading, especially because the mystery dice, they're more about issues or subconscious things that you need to work on rather than, you know, love and things like that. So it's nice that that's popped out in the reading. I can see that some of you are worried about the future. There's this feeling of fear, like you're afraid of what's going to happen. It's like you're worried that your fears will come true or that your dreams won't materialize. So there's this fear of what's to come there. You are looking for someone as well. We've got this wanted poster. It's like you're looking for the right person. You're actively searching for them, or you're actively hoping for them to come into your life or trying to manifest them. We've also got this person who is seeing something invisible, and it's like this suspicion dice. So I'm wondering if this means for those of you who are manifesting or trying to manifest, that you start seeing these signs and symbols and synchronicities that kind of give you this, you know, this proof that something's coming your way. I think owls are probably going to be a strong symbol for a lot of you in this month. So it's like you almost question yourself. You're like, did I just see that? Or, you know, is that a symbol for me, or am I thinking too much into this? So I see you in this kind of suspicious but very aware mindset in March. We've also got the DNA symbol there. So for me, this is saying that this is possibly someone you already know, or maybe someone you've had a previous lifetime with. And then we've got this tip of the iceberg dice, this kind of monster that you only see the tentacles of coming around the door. So it's like, if you are seeing these signs and symbols and you're thinking, why isn't this person here yet? If I'm getting this confirmation, or if I'm being told there's going to be a positive future, blah, blah, blah. It's like saying you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. Like there's so much yet to come, and you're just seeing that early stages of it. So don't despair if you feel like you're getting signs and symbols, but you're not getting that person yet. Because I definitely see that they're coming towards you, and you're just being asked to work on dealing with the past, releasing the past, working on intention and conscious knowledge of what you're looking for and what you will and won't accept. So that's popping up really strongly, group 1. But I really hope you've enjoyed this. Now it's time to go and choose your gnome. If you haven't chosen him already, go back to the start of the video. If you have chosen and you remember which one he was, then just jump to the timestamps and go and get your extra messages. And I'm now going to move on to group 2. Hey there everyone, welcome to your reading if you chose group 2 and the Ursa Major constellation card and the Tower of the Magical Forest. Let's get the main part of your reading, because obviously you've got your gnome to come as well. So let's see what's popping up for you in your love life in March, group 2. Okay, so the first card's just kind of jumped over there. So we've got the Magician as your first card, then 4 of Cups, the Lovers, a lovely card to get in a love reading, the Chariot, and 10 of Swords. Okay, so I'm seeing Gemini and Cancer popping up in this reading so far. So what I'm kind of feeling from the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, group 2, is that you guys are trying to manifest opportunities where you feel like you haven't had any recently. It kind of feels like you guys have been really focused on your career or your goals, personal goals. And so it feels as though that has taken precedence over love for you. You just haven't been, you know, seeing love, or you haven't been able to find love because you've been so focused on these other things. And so basically what is being said here is that you're trying to manifest these new people or new opportunities or greater love into your life if you're already in a relationship and you feel like you've maybe been neglecting the relationship because of your career or your goals or your education. So I do see this positive improvement in love for you in March, and I feel like a bit after that as well. You know, it feels like March is just the starting point, because the Lovers to me is something that lasts for a while. It's not just like a fleeting feeling or a fleeting experience. So this is really positive. I feel like there's going to be improved love, new love for a lot of you that haven't felt those feelings for a while or haven't had those opportunities coming your way because of other focuses or external circumstances kind of blocking you. So let's see what the romance angels want to tell us. Group 2. Very soon. Lovely. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So having a clear idea of what you're looking for obviously is always helpful in life, but also in manifestation as well. It's important to have that clear visualization of what you're looking for or of what you want. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay, so it feels as though you're aware now that you can't just put all of your focus into work or other things and expect love to come to you just like that. I feel like you're also trying to see it as a goal now. It feels like you guys are very goal oriented. And so you're trying to see flirting or love as some kind of personal goal on your to-do list, or like some kind of resolution for this year. And that makes you kind of focus on it a lot more. Just get this feeling that you guys need to feel as though you're doing something productive, or you're doing something towards your goals all the time. Have faith. Number 12, trust your faith in this situation. So trust that love will come your way. Always important as well when manifesting to stay optimistic. Never once doubt what you're manifesting. The Union of Hearts, beautiful card, number 28. A love connection defies explanation. So really feeling drawn to someone in this really strong way that the lovers always represents. Like this is possibly a soulmate for you guys, or a past life partnership. Someone that you just feel really, really drawn to, who is like your other half in many ways. So expect a really deep or intense connection coming your way soon, group 2. Or if you're already in a partnership, expect the love there to deepen. Greater devotion, greater feelings, greater intimacy with one another. Explore your ancestry, number 13. So possibly you're making similar relationship mistakes, or getting into similar relationship dynamics as your parents or grandparents did. So exploring your ancestry and seeing maybe why you make certain decisions when it comes to relationships, or why previous relationships have followed certain patterns might be enlightening for you. And develop stronger concentration, number 8. So I feel like this is just connected to that goal thing. It's like you think now about love and relationships differently. You start seeing it as this goal that you need to set yourself, because it's like you guys are so focused on your goals and on your work. You're very hardworking and diligent people. And so it's saying put some of that energy and concentration into finding love, or into rekindling your current connection. And you will be so thankful that you did that. It's like make that conscious choice to change the way you approach this. The Rose Elf, Revelations, number 29. So maybe having a very honest conversation with yourself or with your partner, and discovering a lot about what needs to be done. Maybe what you're looking for isn't what you thought you were looking for, or maybe what the way your partner is feeling is not how you expected them to be. And this kind of discussion helps you to help each other, or helps you to help yourself in this situation. It's like increased awareness is what I'm feeling, group 2, and that really helps you to target your energy and focus it into a more productive way of doing things. You have I am blessed. It's really, really sweet. Just this feeling of gratitude, feeling happy and grateful and blessed for what you do have. And I think as well, this is another tip for manifestation. If you express gratitude for what you already have, you know, if you do that regularly, like every morning, for example, that kind of opens up your energy to receiving greater abundance, because it's like saying, I recognize what I already have. I'm ready to receive more. And you have creativity as well. So maybe going about this in an unorthodox way, or a very different way to some people who just don't have a plan. It feels like you guys are very good at strategizing. The creativity is interesting as well. So maybe you meet someone through a creative hobby or interest that you have, some kind of shared interest. So I'm going to get you a message from the masculine and a message from the feminine now, but this is not just about biological sex. So whether you're looking for a same-sex relationship or a heterosexual relationship or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just kind of ask yourself, do I feel personally like I have more masculine energy or more feminine energy? What's the dominant energy within me? And what is the kind of person I'm looking for? What would their energy be like in relation to mine? And then you can figure out whether the masculine energy is the message for you or about you, or whether it's the feminine energy and the masculine is about the other person. Just kind of take whatever resonates here, group 2. So your message from the masculine is Achilles, confidence. Okay, so the masculine is working on their confidence. at this time for you, group 2. They are working on feeling more powerful, you know, increasing their power, feeling more able to approach people. And this extends outside of love. You know, it's not just about them feeling able to ask someone out or feeling comfortable talking to someone in that kind of flirtatious way. It's also about feeling confident and proud of what they've achieved in other areas of their life. So the masculine is working on confidence. Laka, love. And you also have Nut, resurrection. So there's 2 messages here from the feminine. So the feminine focused on love, very much focused on manifesting love or getting into the energy of love to really align with that higher energy. And I feel this is partly directed at the self as well, because we've got these things like I am blessed. The Lover's card is not just about connecting with someone else, it's about connecting with the self. And because you've got resurrection here with gorgeous Nut, the Egyptian night sky goddess, it's like saying the feminine is having this rebirth of the self and greater love that she's experiencing towards herself. So I think that's beautiful. Feminine is going through this deep transformation. We have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel in the reverse, number 41. So someone's crown chakra is blocked here. Someone is not open yet to their higher guidance, but they soon will be. They're soon going to hear that higher voice. Walking away, number 27. So maybe someone has to leave behind a current relationship or past relationship before they're ready for something new. So this could mean that if you're looking for someone and you're completely ready, maybe they are still in a relationship or still disentangling themselves from a past relationship. Maybe it's even for you that you need to spend less time, focusing on career or other goals that you have, or possibly getting over a past relationship that you know has ended and you feel like you're over, but maybe you're not fully over it yet, and you just need to surrender all those energies and be ready for something new. Okay. So we have coming to life, number 29. So again, this sense of resurrection, rebirth, sudden energy coming in after a period of quiet, of dryness. I just kind of see like a desert, like nothing much is happening, and then suddenly you get this burst of fresh new life and energy. And wishing well, number 48. So wishes coming true, manifestation coming towards you. Really beautiful, but obviously always bear in mind to be careful what you wish for. So on that note, let's get a archetype card and see what kind of person or people is coming towards you in March. Okay, so you've got healer, group 2. Light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So you don't have to take all of the light attributes or all of the shadow. You can just take one if you want. Just take the light, for example, or the shadow, whatever resonates with you. This is someone who is coming towards you in love in March. So someone who has this healing ability, but who possibly doesn't extend that good advice towards themselves, who possibly doesn't realize when they're making bad choices, or kind of, you know, is great at giving other people advice or great at healing others, but just doesn't see it when it comes to themselves. Friede, number 43, so greater peace for you guys. In love in March, this feeling of contentment, of calm. It's really, really nice. Daisy, believe and trust in happiness. I think that's beautiful. And also because Daisy, for me, is kind of like, it's a fresh little flower, isn't it? It's like this sense of new beginnings, happiness, of innocence, very connected to children, I find. So this sense of a fresh new start, innocence, joy, happiness. And being less complicated as well. The daisy is very uncomplicated. It's a very simple little flower. So I feel like it's saying that you're going to be moving into a relationship that is not such hard work, you know, or just is very uncomplicated, very unmessy. You've got Pastarajsia here. Give it a try. 12 of diamonds. So give it a go. It's basically saying just put that energy, or some of the energy that you devote so well to your own goals and your career and your education, and start focusing it in on your love life. Couple of little cards here. Uč se umění mlčet. So learn to be silent, or learn to stay quiet. Maybe that's about kind of silencing doubts and fears. Or maybe, you know, sometimes you try and talk yourself out of meeting someone, or talk yourself out of a potential relationship. And this is just saying, look, stop yourself whenever that starts happening. Oddej se z celého srdce. So give with your full heart, or give of yourself with your full heart. Beautiful. And přijmej život s chravostí. Accept life with bravery. Accept whatever opportunities or experiences life throws your way with courage. I'm just going to get you some messages from your person as well now, group 2, with my homemade oracle deck. Okay, so we've got, I'm sorry for how I treated you. I've been dreaming about you. I don't want to lose you. I miss you. And I'm a coward. Interesting. So I'm wondering if this is connected to this being possibly a past life connection for some of you, that this is someone who you've had a lot of history with, and now they're kind of trying to work at that. They've realized what they've done wrong. They've realized the error of their ways. They want to apologize. For some of you, this is about a past connection who may be coming back to you. Maybe that's what the resurrection is about. But remember, at all times you have free will. You don't have to get back with an ex even if they show up in your life. So don't panic about that if that's something you don't want. This could just be about you making the peace with this past connection and just finally freeing yourself from that and moving on. So just take those messages how they resonate with you, group 2, but it definitely seems all very connected to this one person that has this history with you. So we'll get your charms on top now, and then we'll do your dice. Just quick 2-second warning, if you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, you might just want to turn down the volume on your device, because I know that not everyone likes it. They can be pretty loud, so if you have high volume, definitely consider just turning it down a little bit. So group 2. Love life in March. Okay. So we've got winter time there, which is interesting. So winter time may have been this period of silence for you. It's landed on that learn to be silent card. This feeling of winter coinciding with a winter period of your life, like where opportunities don't come to you, or things feel very quiet or very lonely. We also have listen to your inner wisdom here. So I feel like that again is saying be careful what you wish for. Make sure you have this clear vision of what it is you're hoping to manifest. We've got an older man or a more experienced man there. So a masculine energy who is more experienced than you or older than you. That's landed on walking away. So maybe this is someone that you're trying to pull away from. Or conversely, this masculine energy is trying to pull themselves away from a current connection. We have a guardian angel working with you there. Really beautiful. You've also got Aquarius energy. So Aquarius popping out for someone. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. got this big love heart there, which is so nice to get in any reading, and the rocking horse. So I think for a lot of you, this is maybe someone you've known in childhood, or again, this past life connection. I also get this feeling that for a lot of you, you've just felt like you haven't got anywhere recently. You've been putting in this energy, but it's just not been moving forward for you. Dreaming of the sea, missing someone, yearning for someone also fits in with this I've been dreaming about you card. A wish will soon be granted for you, which is lovely, especially because you've got the wishing well card. So that, you know, is like a double confirmation there. And we've got the binoculars. So this is like, I feel like looking into the future a little bit, seeing exactly what you want, visualizing that. But it can also be a warning against over-analyzing situations. So this may be where this learn to be quiet or learn to be silent situation comes in. Don't kind of go by first impressions. Give someone a chance. Don't overanalyze every little thing that's said when you meet or in messages. You know, try not to read between the lines too much. Take things at face value as much as you can, because that's going to help you stay as calm as possible in this situation. So I'm going to get you your dice on top now, group 2. Which set are we rolling, please? Number 3. Okay, so group 1 actually got these dice as well. They are the mystery dice. And they look like this. And I'm rolling 4 of them for you today. So 3 and 4. Maybe 34 is a good number for you. Okay. So we've got panic here. Someone who's backing away, someone who's scared, and also this big like sign here, like an unmistakable sign or a warning perhaps. It's like you are trying to catastrophize relationships early on. It's like you start dating someone or you start talking to someone and you immediately think of reasons as to why you shouldn't be together. So I think this is a specific message for some of you of just try and calm down that mind a little bit. Try not to get panicked or anxious or overanalyzing or looking in too much to what's being said or what's happening here. Just give people a chance here. We've also got the spider's web, and that's landed on that masculine card, Achilles. So I do feel as though the masculine in this situation is kind of trapped in maybe an unhappy relationship, or is trapped in a situation where they personally feel unfulfilled, whether it's a relationship or not, and they're trying to pull away from that because, you know, we've got these cards about walking away, disentangling yourself from something. So it feels like that's what they're doing at this time, and it's gaining more confidence as they do that. And then we have the two people who are kind of ignoring one another as they pass something to one another. So it's almost like, you know, pretending not to be that interested in someone at first, but really you are. You just don't want them to think that you're, you know, so into them straight away, or that you are really excited about this. It's like you're trying to keep your cool a little bit. So there's a little bit of, you know, it's not even acting really, is it? It's just like playing the game a little bit going on here, group 2. So trying to make someone think, oh, actually, I'm not that interested. You know, I've got all these other options as well, but let's go on this date. Let's see what happens. That's that energy that I'm picking up there. So I really hope you enjoyed this group 2. And now you can go and choose your gnome if you haven't already. Go back to the start of the video, choose a gnome. If you have chosen your gnome and you remember which one it was, then just jump to the timestamps. You'll get your extra channeled messages there. So it's more of a personalized reading for you. And now I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Hi there everyone, welcome to your reading if you chose group 3 with the Lupus or Rabbit constellation card and the Happy Tarot. This is going to be your main reading, and then the gnomes will give you some extra messages, some channeled messages, just to make it a bit more of a personalized reading for you. So let's see what's coming up for you in love in March, group 3. So you have got Death as your first card there, the Hanged Man, 4 of Swords, Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, lots of swords cards, and Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so I see, what I'm seeing here is that you guys are kind of having this waiting period. You know, we've got these, and the Two of Swords also makes me think like this, that you guys are fed up of waiting, that it is this time where maybe you're talking to someone and you can't physically meet up with them because of restrictions, especially if they live quite far away from you. It's like this period of, I feel a bit of frustration coming in from these cards, honestly, because it's like you have someone that you're talking to, or you just really, really want to have some excitement in your life when it comes to love, and it just feels like it can't happen physically because of restrictions, or because, you know, it's stopping you from getting out and about. But I do see it as being this time of transformation. So it's like, I feel for you, March, especially towards the end of March, is this turning point. And so I feel like this waiting period will be over for you. And you'll no longer feel this frustration, because I think some of you, you're talking to someone in secret, and it's kind of getting almost like a little bit boring, or a little bit just, I just want to keep saying frustrating, because you're talking to this person and you feel like, I can't meet up with you, so it's not going to progress much further, but equally, like, I want to talk to you, but also it's a bit boring just to keep talking to you when we know we can't progress this in a physical sense. So you see what I mean? And it's like you don't want to tell people about this person, even though you're excited about them, because you've not met up yet. You know, you might have been talking for a very long time, but you don't have this physical connection, even if it's someone you knew beforehand, like maybe it's a friend, for example, or someone you know from work, but because you haven't met up in this way physically, you feel like you can't talk about it, or you don't want to talk about it yet in case something goes wrong. So let's get you a Romance Angel Group 3. Very interesting energies. All the readings so far have been very different from each other. We've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yeah, I feel for a lot of you, there is someone you're talking to, or there's someone on your radar. You're very attracted to them, and you want to make this something physical, or you want to spend time with them in person, but you just can't do that at the moment, and it's so frustrating or disappointing. It's like, I just keep hearing, I've been so patient. Like, I'm fed up of being patient. I've reached the end of my tether. I've been a reasonable person, and now I want some reward for myself. And you guys, I completely understand this. I completely get where you're coming from. For those of you that don't have someone in mind, it feels like you're trying to consciously attract them, but your frustration keeps kind of getting in the way of that. Calling in your soulmate. Yes, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So there is this person that you're trying to attract, whether it's someone you know already, or someone that you're just calling in, you know, that you've not met or not spoken to yet. Oh, beautiful. So be in the present and dream of the future. Number 40. When we dream, everything is possible. So that's a lovely card for you guys. If you're in this situation, is just try and enjoy the now as much as you can, and stop being frustrated, because it's like, this is going to come in for you. You are going to have this physical connection. It's just about waiting that bit longer. And I know how annoying it is. I know how boring, and when it's like so on your mind all the time because you're so frustrated with it, it just makes it feel so much worse. So dream of the lovely times you're going to have in the future, whilst trying to enjoy the present as much as you can. Make the most of it as much as you can. And act as if your partner is here. Number 37. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. And this will also help you, I feel, to get the relationship off to the best start when you do actually start seeing each other physically. Because it's like you've already considered what the dynamic would be like, maybe how you would talk to them, what you would do with each other, where you would go. It's like, think of this as like the rehearsals for when you're able to spend time with this person properly. Contemplate death and beyond. Number 6. So you guys having these really deep thoughts, really kind of, I feel, making these long-term plans in your mind. You're asking yourself, like, what's the point of all this? what am I getting out of my life? You know, you're asking yourself, what do I want from the future? When all this is over, what am I going to do? You know, you're making these big long-term plans. Step into the unknown, number 30. So this is kind of uncharted territory for you, I feel. And I do feel as well, like I said, that this is going to come to pass. What you're hoping for or what you're dreaming about is going to come to pass. It's just about waiting that tiny bit longer. Rapunzel, liberation, number 2. Exactly, that's how you feel. It's like you're trapped in this tower and you're looking out at the big wide world and you're just wishing you could step out and enjoy it, but it's like you're stuck for now. But it's not always going to be that way. Rapunzel leaves the tower, she escapes. Number 40, Dawn the Golden-Haired, duty. That is also about being patient for true love to arrive. That's the second card you've got now that is numbered 40, so that could be a special number for you. So yes, true love taking its time. As annoying as that may be, group 3. Goddess of Oneness. Oh, that's a nice card. So that means someone is thinking about you at the same time that you're thinking about them, or it means that someone is sending you very loving and positive energies at this time. So I do think a lot of you are talking to someone, or if you are trying to manifest someone, then they are kind of connected with you on the 5D, or they're already kind of dreaming of someone similar to you themselves. But yeah, whoever it is, whether you know them or not, they are thinking of you, they're sending you this positive energy. You're on their mind a lot. So group 3, I'm now going to get a message from the masculine and a message from the feminine for you. And this does not have to correlate with biological sex. So just kind of think to yourself, do I have more masculine energy or more feminine energy? What's the kind of dominant energy within me? And then what would my person, what energy would they have in relation to me? You know, what would our dynamics of the relationship be like? Because that will help you figure out whether the masculine message is about you or the feminine message is for you, or whether the other one, you know, feminine is for you, masculine is about the other person. Just take it how it resonates, you guys. Ra, power. Okay, so the masculine is getting in their power. They are increasing their personal power and confidence. There's this strong sun yang energy that comes with Ra. So, wow, yeah, the masculine's really stepping up. You know, it feels like they've felt disempowered for a very long time, or maybe they felt like they weren't physically a very strong or alpha male, or they weren't energetically someone who was very confident, but now it's like they're increasing their power. They're feeling just so much more in control. They just feel like a better person, you know, more confident in themselves, happier being who they are. So that's really lovely. And you've actually got 3 feminine cards here, which is super interesting. So you have Artemis, independence. You've also got Pele, determination, beautiful card. And you have, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, I'm sorry guys, but I think it's like Xochitl. Please, if you are someone who speaks, I think this is an Aztec goddess, so what would that be? Nahuatl, if you speak Nahuatl, or if you are from Guatemala, do let me know below how to pronounce this properly. This is gratitude. So I love the colours on this card as well. It's so vibrant and beautiful. So a few messages for the feminine here. We've got her being strong and independent, growing in her own confidence. So both of you are increasing in your power. And the feminine as well with this Pele card, I feel like Queen of Wands, you know, someone who is attracting what they want towards them. Like, she's looking, she knows what she wants. She's like just standing there like, come to me, you know. She's not going anywhere. She's waiting for this to come to her. So there's a patience there as well, I feel, that maybe you're not aware of, because Pele, I wouldn't necessarily class her as being a particularly patient goddess or a particularly patient energy, but still there is this necessity of patience there, because here she's this volcano, so she can't move. So it's like she's pulling what she wants towards her, like this beacon of light. And Xochitl, gratitude, being grateful for what you already have. And I think this goes back to be in the present and dream of the future. It's like saying the feminine just really needs to try and make the most of the time she has. At this time, we've got transformation coming her way as well. So we know that soon she's going to have this big change coming in her life. This isn't going to last forever as it currently is. There are going to be new things coming in. There's going to be a massive change in the energies, I feel, towards the end of March or beginning of April. But it's like just trying to make the most of this time while you're in this situation and not kind of wish your life away. Because I feel like that is something we've had to juggle with and wrestle with a lot with the global situation over the past year or so. People kind of just wishing their lives away, wishing that it would be a year or two down the line, rather than just trying their best, as hard as it may be, to make the most of the time that they have now and try and make the most of every single day. And I love these beautiful, I think they're roses, these beautiful roses here. Again, they're so vibrant. It shows that the feminine has a lot to be grateful for and a lot of talents as well, strong energy from the feminine. I'm getting a lot of like gold, red, orange, yellow, vibrant colours here, so strong power just in all of the cards. Yes, so Angel of Strength in the reverse, number 50, needing to increase your strength, needing to just, you know, pray for more strength, gain this greater resolve to get through this situation. And we have Appreciation in the reverse, number 15. So you guys maybe, especially if you're this feminine energy that's being talked about, maybe you aren't appreciating what you do have, and it's saying just try and make the most of what you've got at this time, even though it may be difficult to be grateful for something when you're so frustrated and thinking about what has been taken from you or what you should have but you currently don't. So just trying to shift the focus a little bit. And I feel like that will be very good for you mentally as well. We've also got Ride the Wave in the reverse, number 14. So this wave is coming. It's like saying at the moment you're in that period where the wave is building up and it's just not quite broken yet. But you are going to ride the wave soon. You are going to have this fresh wave of abundance towards the end of March or early April, where I feel you're going to either be able to meet your person, or you're going to manifest this person that you've been waiting for if you don't have someone in mind. We have Making a Choice in the reverse as well, number 30. So it's like you just want to get out there, you know, it's like you're stuck in this period where you've been forced to be indecisive, because I think some of you are maybe struggling to know how to keep the conversation going with this person, or you're struggling to know how to stay enthusiastic about this situation when it's just very samey, feels very samey for you. So trying as hard as you can to keep things fresh. So I'm going to get you an archetype now, archetype card, group 3, to see who is coming towards you in the month of March. Messiah, wow. Light attribute, serving humanity with humility. Shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. So you don't have to take both attributes if they don't both resonate with you, but you have this Messiah figure, someone who tries to always do right by humanity, someone who tries to be the best possible person, coming towards you in March. Okay, and we have Visionary, because I felt like I wanted another card. And this works well with the Messiah card, so I think it just is one person rather than two, group 3. Light attributes are capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes are selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So I kind of feel like if you are this feminine, then you also have attributes of this as well. It's like you're coming into tune and into right alignment with your person, because you're dreaming of this future and you're trying to focus on the positives and visualize what you want to bring it towards you. Verbindung, number 31, connection. Just wanting to be close to this person, but having this great connection with someone. And Erwartungen, number 5, expectations. So changing your expectations of the month so that you don't feel so disappointed, or so that you don't feel as though an opportunity has been snatched for you and it just wasn't the right time. Sweet pea, the comfort of good company heals old hurts. That's really sweet. So maybe just trying to spend time, even online, if it's a video call or something, with your person as much as possible, or with other people who care about you. Уютное время. Cozy time. One of diamonds there. So just, yeah, cozying up. Again, this strong, vibrant orange colour. And you've got a lot to do with planets here, because this card is very connected to planets as well. Beautiful. So just this quiet time while you wait. You wait for this person to be able to meet up with you, or for this person to manifest into your life. Си свободный. You are free. Love the hot air balloon. They always make me feel so happy. Again, this sense of dreaming of the future, dreaming of what you're going to be experiencing and achieving. Let's just get you some messages from your person as well, group 3, then we'll do your charms and dice. Okay, so we have, I keep dwelling on the past. I just freaked out. I need some space to think. So this may also be why you're feeling disappointed in this month, if you feel like someone is not keeping the conversation going, because they also feel frustrated, and so they just need some time to kind of process this. We've got, I feel at home with you. That's really sweet. I have a secret, ... You always make me laugh. Okay, so yeah, just really loving, gentle, calm and kind feelings towards you from this person. You make them laugh, you brighten up their day, they feel at home with you, they feel comfortable around you, so that's really lovely. Let's get your charms on top now. Just a quick 2-second warning. If you don't like the sound of the charms, best to turn down the volume a little bit while I shuffle them. Especially if you have high volume on your device, because they can be quite loud, and I know that some of you love them, some of you don't like the sound. So I just always try and remember to tell you guys before I'm about to start shuffling. So group 3, love life in March. Okay, so we've got the letter R and the letter K there. So those could be someone's name, they could be words that come to you, it could be a place even, whatever seems to kind of jump out at you with those letters. We've got growth there as well. Really good. We've also got transformation, and it's landed on that card with the butterfly. So that's a beautiful little confirmation that there is going to be this change coming in for you soon. There is going to be transformation. You are going to be able to have adventures again. And possible travel is connected to this. I feel like for some of you, your person does not live close to you, or they are possibly from a different culture to you, because that's kind of popping up, this distance a little bit. We've also got this bunny rabbit there, so that's about playful energy. Maybe this person is also born in the year of the rabbit. But yeah, this playful characteristics that they have. Light-hearted energy. Page of Pentacles there with the ballerina, taking things one step at a time, not rushing yourself. Things are working out for you. Circumstances are being changed for you behind the scenes so that you will be able to come into union with this person. You're just not seeing the visible, concrete results from that yet, but you will be soon. So just hold on tight, group 3, because things are going to change. You're soon going to be riding this wave. And try not to overanalyze your situation as well. If you feel like someone is taking some time to think, or you feel as though you are a little bit bored, trying to think of things to talk about, or frustrated, Try not to read between the lines too much or overanalyze what they're saying, or, you know, what you've said and how they've taken that. Just try and stay out of your head as much as possible here. Let's get your dice on top. Okay, we're rolling the first set of dice, which is the fantasy dice. They look like this. Okay, that's a 0, so I'll roll again. And I'm rolling 5 of them for you today. So 1 and 5 is 15. You have got number 15, appreciation, in the reverse. So that may be a card that you need to really pay attention to. What's interesting actually is that the number that the dice has come to in every reading so far has been a card number that they've got. So that's really interesting. Okay, so we've got the labyrinth, and we also have the Minotaur who lives in the labyrinth. So it's like feeling stuck, you know, feeling trapped in this situation, unsure how to get out of it, unsure when you're going to be able to be free and get out of this situation. And so you're feeling frustrated. You know, the Minotaur to me is normally a person, like an enemy or someone who stands in your way, but I feel like this is more about circumstance, that you're taking your frustrations out on anything and everything because circumstance is what's getting in your way, and you just, you know, you're so done with it, you're so annoyed with it. But you are soon going to be seeing these omens, signs, synchronicities, symbols, which are telling you that your manifestations are coming true, or that you're going to be getting these just intuitive feelings that things are going to improve soon, because I do see that. It's that towards the end of March or very early April, things are going to turn around for you. We've got Red Riding Hood there, so not letting anyone pull you off your right path. Don't let anyone pull you into negativity or toxic ways of thinking. And here we've got the Magician. So again, this sense that things will soon transform. You will soon have this complete turnaround of the energies. And it's just about being that little bit more patient for this month, or at least for the first few weeks of the month. And then things are going to spectacularly transform for you. So I really hope you enjoyed this group 3. Now you can go back to the start of the video and pick your gnome if you didn't already do that to get your extra channel messages. Or if you did do that and you remember which one you chose, then just jump to the timestamps and, you know, click on the gnome that you chose and you'll get your extra messages there. And I'm going to start with Gismund now, Gnome A. Hi to everyone who chose Gnome A or Gismund as your gnome. Let's see what messages he wants to pass on to you about your love life in March. I'm just going to try and get some channeled messages first, and then I'll pull some cards for you. So let's see what Gismund wants to tell us. Love life in March. I'm seeing like a deck chair on a beach, so I'm feeling like you guys relaxing. 2 messages from this I'm getting. Like, firstly, it may be that you're not getting much in the way of action at this time, but I'm also feeling like it's saying don't worry about that. Just try and relax about that, because this is all part of the plan. You know, there are going to be opportunities in the future. It's just that at this time, it's necessary for you to take this time out to think and to kind of deal with your own stuff at the moment. I'm seeing like a rising sun. So things improving in future, there being this new beginning coming your way once you've had this space to think, or this time to deal with past situations possibly. I'm just seeing you kind of relaxing on this deck chair, letting those worries get out of your mind. Okay, I'm now seeing the waves kind of washing over a stone. So we're sticking with the beach imagery. So it's like washing away negativity from the past, smoothing over anything that's been rough or difficult. And washing away tears as well, because, you know, what are tears? A few little tears in a big ocean of water. They don't make any difference, do they? So just letting them wash away. Trying not to dwell too much on the past, because I'm seeing a dark cave now. So this to me is like the psyche, the subconscious, feeling like the hermit a little bit as well. Like you're dealing with these past issues that have kind of maybe come to the forefront. Maybe because they've been caused by a past relationship, or they've been triggered by a past relationship if they were already existing. And it's like right now you're like this shining knight in armor, and you're going into this cave and you're going to do battle with whatever shadows creep up at you from that cave. And yes, it's scary, but on the other side you've got this bright sun shining for you. You've got this bright new beach. Yeah, and I'm seeing you now like walking out of a jungle, just kicking vines that are trying to grab onto you. You know, you're just getting rid of anything that is lingering, anything that's trying to pull you back to the past. And the colour green coming through strongly, so that's to do with the heart chakra, that's healing as well. It's a very calm and peaceful colour. And I'm also seeing a little duck, like a little yellow duck, like a duckling. You guys might want to look up the symbolism of duck or duckling online and maybe post it below for other people who chose this gnome, because there might be special symbolism there. I don't really have anything associated with a duck in my own kind of symbolism. So yeah, definitely look up that if you chose this pile. And I'm also seeing the daisy, so you guys may have picked the pile that had the daisy card. Just a sense of freshness and new beginnings. So let's get you guys some cards. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands, Девятка Булав, and it says Naказania, which means punishment. So this is like, I remember actually the guidebook says there's no problem that can't be fixed for this card. Then we have Page Bulav, the Page of Wands, Зависимость, dependence. And Король Мечей, the King of Swords, Сознание, awareness. So for those of you that picked pile 1, this is to do with your dependence on this previous relationship, or still having lingering feelings or emotional wounds as a result of that past relationship, because the King of Swords came out in that reading as this past person. I also feel that you guys are just feeling at this time just not very in your power, not very in control. Like your feelings are very much determined by someone else's behavior or by triggers that bring up past things. But you're being told that you are going to come into your power as you move forward. You are going to become more aware of how to deal with this and more aware of lessons as a result of this that will help you move forward. And also that if you have suffered in a relationship, it was not your fault. And there's nothing that can't be fixed. So that's very positive. There's nothing, no wound or trauma that can't be healed. Surprises, beautiful. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So you guys are going to get surprises in your love life in March as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this, you guys. That's your messages from Gismund. Please do like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know below in the comments how this resonated with you. And if you want to get more involved with what I do on the channel, check out my description box for lots of links as to how to do that. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you're interested in getting access to exclusive content that I post on there. If you'd like to donate to the channel, thank you so much, you guys. You can check out my PayPal link for tips and donations. I also do have a tips jar on my Etsy page and my Amazon Tarot and Oracle wishlist for new decks. And if you'd like a private reading or an angel healing session, check out my Etsy page, because I'm offering those with limited availability at the moment because I'm very busy outside of tarot. I have a lot of non-tarot commitments, but I am still offering those at this time. So thank you for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, and I'll see you again soon, you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there, guys. If you chose Gnome B or Gunvald, then this is your extra messages, your channeled messages. Let's see what Gunvald wants to tell you about your love life in March. I'm going to try and get some channeled messages first before I pull any cards. Okay, so I'm instantly seeing like a lizard, which I associate with fire elementals. So it could be that there is strong fire energy with you or your person. Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. You might want to look up the meaning of lizard as well and maybe post it below for other people who chose this gnome, because I don't have any other symbolism personally with lizard. But that's just what I'm seeing, is like this lizard kind of slinking along the sand. Okay, I'm now seeing the little pebbles in the sand, which is my symbolism for stepping stones. So it's like you're making progress, you guys. You're kind of hopping from one stone to the next one, and you're getting closer to your goal. I am seeing the sun shining on the horizon as well, which is a lovely symbol of this goal having this end in sight, you reaching your target, you feeling fulfillment. I'm seeing a bed now as well, so maybe you're hoping for greater intimacy, or maybe you've been dreaming of a particular person, or dreaming of love. And I'm also seeing deep water, so to me that is like strong emotions. I think you guys have been dealing with some very complicated or overwhelming emotions recently, and it's like you're rising up to the surface out of this deep water. You're free from this, you're becoming free from this if you're not already, and it's just like such a big relief for you. It's like gasp of air when you come out from a really deep pool or a really deep swim, and it's like suddenly, there I am. Not only are you in the air again, but you're in the warm rays of the sunlight, so it's like you're being warmed by this happy future. I'm also seeing 4-leaf clover, so good luck coming your way as well. And now I'm seeing a horse. So horse could be someone born in the year of the horse. Seeing the horse running, so it's like maybe reaching your goal more quickly once you've dealt with these emotions, like running to the finish line. And I'm seeing a rose unfolding now, so you guys opening up like this flower, blossoming, becoming more confident in yourself, not so shy anymore. And I'm also getting a name that's like Nat. So could be Natalia, Natasha, Nathan, Nathaniel maybe, Nat, Natty. That's just what I'm getting popping up. And the number 5. So 5 is obstacles, but the next number is 6, which is like union. So great messages there. Let's get some cards. Okay, so you've got the Deviatka Chash, the 9 of Cups, and that says Pijanstva, drunkenness. You've also got Tuз Bulav, the Ace of Wands, Rabota, work. And also Page Magnet, the Page of Pentacles, and that says Zayom, which means loan. So this new beginning coming your way, you guys, which is really nice, because I saw that with that bright sun, this sense of newness and this sense of achievement as well, because obviously the work there is something that you've put in a lot of effort to. And Page of Pentacles as well is about taking those small steps towards your goals. So it's like the stepping stones that came out, and it's just saying you're repeatedly getting closer and closer to what it is that you want. Then the 9 of Cups, drunkenness. It's like being deeply fulfilled. You know, you've got all of this cups energy around you. You're drinking in that new positivity. It's a bit of a wish card, actually. It's about wishes coming true. Just get you one more card. Ooh, 2 cards. Uncertainty. The shades of grey within the fog will eventually lift, so you will not feel these feelings of uncertainty or these feelings of stress or anxiety about love for much longer. And you also have learn. Take a lesson from the owls, deeply observe the night, and you'll become a little wiser every day, or in the day, as it says. And of course, the Page of Pentacles is someone who's consciously and continuously learning. So I feel like this is learning from past lessons in relationships. But also, if you guys got the pile with the owls on it, then that's just another message that the owl is going to be a very significant symbol for you that you're on the right path in March. So keep your eyes peeled for owls, especially if you picked whatever pile it was with the owls. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this, you guys. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you did. Let me know in the comments below how this resonated with you. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, then check out my description box. There's lots of links in there to help you do that. So you can go and follow me on my Instagram or my Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron if you'd like to get access to exclusive content that I only post on there. If you'd like to donate to the channel, thank you so much for your kindness. Check out my PayPal link for tips and donations. I also have an Etsy tips jar on my Etsy page, and if you're feeling very generous and you'd like to get a new deck for the channel, then again, thank you, that is so kind. I have my Amazon Tarot and Oracle wish list for new decks, so definitely check that out if you're interested in doing that. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me or an angel healing session, then check out my Etsy page, because I am offering them there with limited availability because I have a lot of commitments outside of tarot. But I am still offering them at the moment, so definitely check that out if that interests you. And thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me here today, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great month ahead, you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there, everyone who picked Gnome C or Geir as their gnome. Let's see what messages Geir wants to give you about your love life in March. I am going to try and get some channel messages before I pull some cards, so let's try and do that now. Okay, I'm seeing clouds, so immediately I'm thinking air energy with you or your person. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. I'm seeing these clouds parting so that you're getting more sunshine in your life. Sunshine seems to be coming up in a lot of these channel messages at the moment, which is great. It's like this new dawn for everyone, isn't it? It's like fresh new hope, new excitement, new opportunities. Wow, I'm actually seeing the sunshine beaming a ray of light onto the ground, and a flower is like rising up out of the ground in that sunlight. So something positive is going to grow for you soon, you guys. There's some very beautiful, positive thing that's about to grow here. There's fertile ground is what I'm hearing. There's very fertile soil. So you're very open to this right now. And I feel you've been open to it for quite a while, because I'm seeing like a treasure chest that's unlocked, and I'm being drawn specifically to the lock. So it's like you've been open and waiting for a very long time. I'm also seeing Snow White, like Disney Snow White. So I'm wondering if there's been an issue with jealousy for you guys, whether there's been someone who's been jealous of you, who's tried to stand in your way of your happiness, or has been jealous of your looks, your talent, your money, your power. There's someone here who either has caused this issue in the past, or if that doesn't resonate, then there's someone currently who's kind of wishing that you don't get your happiness, or is hoping that you don't get married before them, or have a baby before them, or be happy before them, because then they'll feel worse about themselves. So you guys, please pay attention to who is in your friendship group or your family or at work. Please pay attention to who you feel tired or drained or anxious after you leave talking to them, after you spent time with them. How do you feel? If you feel good and you feel upbeat and you feel positive, that's great. But if you walk away from someone, even if you think it was a good interaction, if you walk away from spending time with someone feeling anxious or drained or negative or tired, then that person is kind of subconsciously wishing you harm, or subconsciously kind of feeding off your energy. So these are people that you don't want to be hanging around with. I'm also seeing glass, so like a pane of glass, so like clarity is what I'm feeling. You guys are getting more clarity. Someone is like rubbing the glass with a cloth now to make it shinier. So you guys seeing things much more clearly in this month, getting just more discernment is what I'm seeing. Third eye chakra blockages being released. What else am I seeing? Seeing a zebra. Please post below if you look up what zebra symbolism is online, because I don't have any specific association with zebra, but zebra is coming through here. What else? Also the vine. So the vine for me is a symbol of endurance and continued strength and persistence through a difficult time. So that's what I'm seeing from you guys with the channeled messages. Let's get some cards out now. Okay, so just two of the Gnome Tarot cards popping out. You have Восьмерка мечей, the Eight of Swords, and that says Praktika, so practice. And you also have Семерка чаш, the Seven of Cups, and it says Pravda, truth. Interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys feeling a little bit stuck with the Eight of Swords, this feeling of entrapment or restriction, but this is time for you to practice, to like work on what you will do in future relationships, especially if you got, I think it was pile 3, where it's like dreaming of the future while living in the present, acting as if your partner is here, kind of having these rehearsals or trial runs in your mind during this time, plus working on your own goals as well, working on those things that you really want to achieve and enjoy. And Semyorkachash, the Seven of Cups, is kind of telling me that there are these multiple possibilities in your future. It's not just going to be one person that starts coming your way soon. There's going to be quite a few people, and you're just being encouraged to speak your truth. You know, if you're not feeling it with someone, tell them. Don't stick around with someone because you're scared of hurting their feelings or because you're worried about missing out. You know, just be discerning here. And then we have patience. Okay, definitely some of you have picked pile 3 and you've come here. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So you guys, just waiting that little bit longer for those things that you want to materialize. I do feel like it's not going to be much longer than a month. Just hold in there, hold tight, and wait that little bit longer, and then you're going to see these wonderful possibilities coming your way, and you're going to feel so much more fulfilled and happy. So please do like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this, you guys. Really hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments below how it resonated with you as well. I love hearing from you guys down there. And if you want to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out my description box. I have lots of links in there to help you do that. So you can go and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you'd like to get access to exclusive content that I post only on there. If you'd like to donate to the channel, thank you so much, that's so kind of you. Check out my PayPal link for tips and donations. I also have a tips jar on Etsy, on my Etsy page, and if you'd like to donate a deck to the channel, thank you so much. I have my Amazon Tarot and Oracle wish list linked in the description if you're interested in that. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me or an angel healing session, check out my Etsy page. I am offering those with very limited availability at the moment because I have a lot of commitments outside of tarot. It's a very busy time for me. But do check it out if you're interested, because like I said, I am still offering them, and those are available on Etsy. So thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, group 3, Gaia's group. Have a lovely month ahead and a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, take care. Hey there everyone, if you chose Gnome D or Gjord, then this is going to be your extra messages. So let's see what Gjord wants to tell you about your love life in March. I'm going to shuffle the cards while I get some channeled messages, and then I'll pull some cards for you as well. So I'm seeing like a little pink bunny hopping around. Okay, this is not something I've ever seen before. So let me just pick this apart. Firstly, bunny. This person could be born in the year of the rabbit. Could be someone you're dealing with. Bunny, I also think of playful energy. It's quite light-hearted energy, but there might be some other meaning if you look up online the symbolism. Pink bunny may mean for some of you there is a girl, baby girl, or baby, or very young girl child involved in this connection for you. That's just what I'm getting. Or maybe someone who is like less confident than you or less domineering than you, if you're like the more dominant energy in this relationship. I'm also seeing little coral coloured shells. So I associate those with Venus or Aphrodite, Greek and Roman goddess of love. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is a lot to do with intimacy and sexuality, you guys, because I'm seeing like the foam of the sea as well. And it's also reminding me of like a really like steamy bath with lots of bath salts and like bath products in there. So I feel like this is partly about taking care of yourself as a god or goddess, like treating yourself in that luxurious way. But this is also about improving your sexuality in this month, your connection with your body and with others. Sacral chakra energy very strong here. Blockages being removed there. I'm seeing the color green now as well, so that's heart chakra and healing. Also a very calm color. And a deep forest. Okay, and like the bunny is also kind of like hopping towards the deep forest. So this is like kind of dealing with a lot of things that you have buried, I feel. Like when I see a deep dark forest, I think of the psyche, or I think of kind of hidden fantasies, hidden desires, things that we don't necessarily confront, because the forest is that space of hiddenness, isn't it? It's that space where things happen and we don't really know how, or people get lost, people lose their way. So I feel like this is about looking into those fantasies or those dreams that you have with an uncritical and non-judgmental eye. You know, even if it's a bit weird, don't judge yourself for it. Just kind of think, why do I want this? Where's this coming from, this dream or this desire or this fantasy? What is it telling me that I want or need, and how can I fulfill that in a way that is healthy for me? Yeah, I'm also seeing like a big sandwich now, like the kind of massive ones that you get at Subway. So I'm really feeling this is about needing to care for yourself physically, needing to feel nourished and fulfilled. I feel like for a long time you guys have felt neglected or have felt overlooked, maybe even unwanted in that physical or sexual sense. So that's just what I'm seeing here. You guys needing to focus more on the whys and the hows when it comes to this. So let's get you some cards as well, Gjord's group. Okay, we've got Pěťorka Bulav, the Five of Wands, and that says Rost, growth. Strašný súd, judgment. And Tuż Monet, the Ace of Pentacles, and that says business down there, business. Interesting. So good. New beginnings. Because what I'm seeing is you kind of getting to the bottom of a problem. Because in the guidebook with this particular card, it says stopping something from growing before it gets out of control. That's what the word growth means here. Because Five of Wands obviously is about obstacles or competing goals and needs. So I feel like you guys are really looking deep down at what you want, why you want certain things, why you feel a certain way. You're kind of analysing it. You're looking at it rationally, you're trying to figure out where it's coming from, what it means that you need to do. And this facilitates a kind of rebirth for you. I see this rebirth coming in March or April. The sense of newness, the sense of release as well. It's like suddenly the mask falls from your eyes and you're no longer seeing this as what it is, but kind of what it represents, if you see what I mean. If you're attracted to a certain kind of person, or you have certain fantasies or dreams that have always been with you, or maybe have come to the forefront now and are being repeated a lot, it's like you suddenly realize why, and that is very, very freeing, and it sets you on the path for this new healthy beginning when it comes to relationships. So let's just get you an oracle card as well. Okay, so we've got friends. The most unlikely friendships can form like variegated lichens on hard rock. They create a tight bond. So maybe you end up talking to your friend about this and they help you to kind of deconstruct what's going on in your mind there. Maybe this is just about leaning on friends a bit more, or actually developing a passionate relationship with a friend, a romantic relationship with a friend, someone that you've known a long time and trust, and now you realize that you've got these feelings for them. So that's what I'm seeing for you at this time, Gjord's group. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, comment below, let me know how it resonated. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out my description box. I have lots of links in there to help you do that. So you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you'd like to get access to exclusive content that I only post on there. If you'd like to donate to the channel, thank you so much, that's so kind of you. Check out my PayPal link for tips and donations, or my Etsy tips jar. Or if you would like to donate a deck to the channel, thank you. Check out my Amazon wishlist. I have new tarot and oracle decks on there that I would love to get for the channel, so if you're feeling that generous, definitely check that out. And if you would like to get a personal reading from me or an angel healing session, check out my Etsy page because I am offering those on there with very limited availability at the moment because I have lots of commitments outside of tarot. I'm very busy at this time, but I am still trying to offer readings and healing sessions for people because I know you guys really, really like that. And I like offering it as well. So definitely check that out, see what availability I've got if that interests you, and have a wonderful month ahead. A great rest of your day, you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.